While Ohio State has played in the Fiesta Bowl 8 other times, this one is a little different. The typical Arizona sunshine has been replaced by clouds and rain, making practices messier. Just 18 miles down the road from State Farm Stadium, Chase Field hosts the Cheez-It Bowl. This year's matchup is between 6-6 Washington State and 10-2 Air Force. Thanks, Julian. Desert Edge is looking for its second state title in 5 years after defeating Gila Ridge on Friday. 28-0 versus 13-0. Clemson's Trevor Lawrence and Ohio State's Justin Fields have both never lost at the collegiate level as the starting quarterback. But that will change on Saturday when Clemson faces Ohio State in the college football playoff semifinal. In September 2012, Brian Hartline broke the Dolphins' single-game receiving record, logging 12 catches for 253 yards. 7 years later, he makes his return. But this time, he'll be coaching on the sidelines as the Buckeyes wide receivers coach in the Fiesta Bowl. The old saying goes, curiosity killed the cat. But on Friday night, cockiness almost killed the Cats. Will Lawrence flex his arm strength and lead Clemson to its second title game in a row? Or will Fields' dual threat capabilities pave the way for an OSU win? Either way, Saturday is one of the best quarterback matchups in college football history. April is coming. At least Charlie Turner Thorne hopes so as her team continues its run in the 2019 NCAA tournament. In the first 2 games, the Sun Devils were near flawless. They asserted their dominance in Coral Gables, forcing UCF and Miami to bend the knee. But the road doesn't get any easier. First, ASU has a trial by combat with Mississippi State, the #1 seed in the Portland Regional. After that, they could face off with 2-seed Oregon, who beat them twice this year. For ASU to reach the next round, the women's basketball gods will have to work their magic. Will ASU climb toward women's basketball's Iron Throne, or will Charlie and the Sun Devils go flying out the moon door? We will know soon enough. Head coach Jeremy Soria acted as one of the officials in Saturday's alumni game. This gave him one last chance to be loose and have fun before the heat of the season. In Friday night's game between Desert Vista and Basha, things constantly changed with a snap. Out of the gates, the Thunder scored 17 unanswered points and had almost no opposition. But in the second quarter, Basha looked like the better team and cut the lead to just 4. It was truly a game of trends, but things changed for good in the third quarter. The catcher, who was brought over in the Paul Goldschmidt trade, is batting just below .250 with 18 round trippers this year. It's hard to say. But with the way things have gone lately, ASU's spot on the national scene should be questioned by nobody. Nearly 2,000 miles stand between Columbus, Ohio and the Phoenix area. But that hasn't stopped Ohio State from thriving on the other side of the country. 2019 marks the Buckeyes' 9th Fiesta Bowl appearance, the most of any college football program. Of those previous 8, 5 were wins. This year's team is excited to be in the Valley, hoping to continue this success.
This is something that I've dreamed of doing since I've been in high school, and that's why you go to schools like this. And it's crazy that I'm a part of this team and a part of this history.
These trips have proven to be more than just football games. Ohio State's role as a Fiesta Bowl regular has opened up a new recruiting territory. The Buckeyes landed 2 of Arizona's top 10 prospects of the 2020 class, with quarterback Jack Miller of Chaparral and linebacker Lathan Ransom of South Point Catholic.
It's been good to be there. That's helped us, but I think Ohio State having a national brand, some kids don't want to travel, so you got to work your way through who is a travel type recruit. But it's always great to be not only in this area, but in this level of bowl helps your recruiting.
The 2019 game is a college football playoff semifinal, and the Buckeyes face a familiar foe, Clemson. The Tigers cruise to a 31-0 win over Ohio State in the 2016 Fiesta Bowl, which was also a playoff semifinal. Not many current Buckeyes were on the roster for that game, but it's extra fuel for those who were on hand.
It definitely is motivation to the senior class. 2015, 2016 guys, we were in that game, we played in that game. So we know what it takes, we know what it's going to take during the preparation and practice, how hard we need to focus. And we know how on the stage that's set for us, how we got to execute on it.
It's also the first Fiesta Bowl for Buckeyes head coach Ryan Day, and he certainly understands the importance of OSU's winning tradition. But right now, all he's focused on is scoring more points than Clemson.
March Madness mentality, and you just got to go. And you can't worry about those things because they don't matter. What matters is today and preparing the best we can to get ready to play tomorrow. And that's all you can focus on is being in the moment right now, and then you go from there.
In Scottsdale, I'm Carson Field, Cronkite News. One word embodied Clemson's feelings heading into the Fiesta Bowl: disrespected. Despite winning every game since 2017, the Tigers entered the college football playoff ranked 3rd. This fueled a winning effort over Ohio State, clinching the Tigers' second national title appearance in as many years.
All disrespect is always motivation. I feel like we proved a lot of people wrong, but we're far from finished. We still got some more to do.
Quarterback Trevor Lawrence led the team in passing and rushing yards, scoring 3 total touchdowns as well. He helped Clemson rally from a 16-0 first-half deficit, igniting an offensive spark.
Trevor kind of took over the huddle, to be quite honest with you. He kind of took over the huddle, called the guys up, and he just said, "Hey, man, I love all you guys. Let's go win this thing." I mean, there was just a real poise. There was never 1 second that I did not think we were going to win the game.
As the celebration winds down and the confetti is cleaned up, Clemson hopes to bathe in it once again in a few weeks. But that won't be easy. They face the #1 LSU Tigers, who defeated Oklahoma 63-28 in the Peach Bowl. And not to mention, the championship game will take place in New Orleans, which is practically LSU's backyard. But Clemson is ready to defy the odds once again.
We got the belt right now, but I mean, I think we're underdogs to everyone in the country, in their eyes. So, hey, if we want to prove with the program we are, it's a great challenge for us.
In Glendale, I'm Carson Field, Cronkite News. Empires aren't built overnight, but what happened at Ottawa University of Arizona is as close as it gets.
I lucked out, I really did. I lucked out and was able to hire some really good assistant coaches in the first 2 seasons, and I was able to keep most of those core guys.
Located in Surprise, OUAZ is home to roughly 800 students. The school launched its NAIA football program just 2 years ago and has already become a powerhouse.
We didn't have anything when we started. We had a dirt parking lot. This field was a dirt parking lot, and no players, no equipment, no coaches when I first walked in, and now all of a sudden you have the facilities that we have. There has to be somebody else involved that's putting their hands on this to really touch it for us.
Ottawa started 2019 8-0, winning several contests by double digits and climbing to a number 12 ranking. While quick, the transition wasn't instant. A year ago, the Spirit started 2-3, but there was one game that lit a fuse.
I would honestly say the Sagu game, I think, really just changed a lot of us last year. That was the game where, we were kind of just separating as a team, and after that we realized, if we separate, we're not going to really be successful, and I think that's the moment we realized as long as we come together, we're going to be pretty unstoppable.
After that game, the Spirit lost just once more in 2018. When the season ended, the preparation did not. The players were focused on an important transition, moving from respectable to elite in 2019.
I think Coach has emphasized that we need to stay together, and hard work is basically the thing that will ultimately pay off in the end. So we just make sure that we continue to play hard and work hard every day, and we know that that's what will get us to the top.
In the Spirit's first 4 games, they have become well acquainted with this orange turf end zone. Whether it is a Chris Ewins run, an Austin McCullough pass, or something in between, there has been no stopping Ottawa's offensive output.
I think I've developed tremendously. Like I said, last year I wasn't very comfortable. Now I'm going to my 3rd and 4th progression in the play, and I'm getting the ball to 9 different guys.
The other side of the ball has just as much talent. The unit features former Power 5 players and other versatile weapons. 2 of those, defensive back Javon Hogan and defensive end Alema Collins, have been noted as potential draft picks by NFL Draft Diamonds.
Obviously, that's everyone's dream, and that's my dream as well, to make it to that next level. So I'm just very thankful for that opportunity, and hopefully it can help lead me in the right path.
Whether or not they will get selected is unknown, but Hogan said his time in Surprise has prepped him for a career at the next level.
The coaches here are phenomenal, and they really help you build that mindset that you will need, I believe, to succeed in the next level.
Saturday, November 2nd marked the last home game for Ewins, Hogan, and 25 other Ottawa players. Hoping to leave one last mark and stay undefeated, the senior class's goal was simple.
One last hoorah. It's gonna be a good one. All the friends and family here, we got to go out with the bang.
This farewell, however, didn't go as planned. Ottawa dropped its first game of 2019 to unranked Lyon College. The offense looked stagnant and didn't score after the first quarter. With this obstacle, it would be easy for the Spirit to lose hope, but they are finding strength in another force, faith.
Everyone follows their faith, and all the guys talk about it all the time. Just whoever your savior is, whoever your leader is in your life, just lean on him and he'll lead you down the path you want to go on.
Ottawa is a Baptist institution, and though not every player is religious, they all have faith in something. Whether it's faith in a higher power or in their teammates, this bond could help them overcome adversity.
For those that don't have a very strong religious background, it's the people around you that just uplift you and just give you that positive vibe and that good energy that you need around here. So even if you're not super religious, this is a very good place to be still.
Reporting in Surprise, I'm Carson Field, Cronkite News.